Hey everybody, and welcome to
I Love You.
I Know. This is the signature podcast from the Prolonged Engagement. You can find us some Mondays.
It should be now every Monday that I'm all better.
Well, yeah, but
No,
yeah, but
there's no
anyway.
excuse then.
Well, it never actually happens that way. We end up doing it, and then and then we don't do it, and then
We will start doing it.
Things
more.
happen. I think is what we're just going to have to do is we're going to, because we did have a day that we did it,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden that day just became a shit day to do it.
Yep.
And so...
And then it got moved around some more.
And then so I think that is what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to find a new day to do it. I think that's just how it's going to have to be.
Originally, we would do it tomorrow. But tomorrow's busy. And then we tried to do it
I'm
on
talking recording time.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't take me long to edit for the most part.
I know. But what I'm saying is that normally, when we first started doing this, almost 3 years ago now, we would do it tomorrow and then put it out the next week.
No, there was all sorts. We've done it a million different.
But we've
ways.
done it so many different ways now. Like
we had a time where we were doing the old show where we were doing
all 5
we
segments.
were doing like 4 shows
and
per
putting
week.
Yep, and filmed them in one sitting.
And then we'd film them all in one setting, and then film them all in one sitting, and then release them every day over for like Monday through Thursday, which was a pain in the ass.
That was
a dumb idea.
Well,
and then
it wasn't dumb. It was us trying to put out something, and it just didn't turn out well because we just started cranking them out, and it just weared on us.
Either way,
it wasn't any good.
If you want to watch this shit,
Mondays at noon. We also sometimes do Let's Plays, which are generally on Tuesday, but we haven't done one of those in a long time.
I think the last one that we did was the Undertale one. So
yeah, and that got no one watched it.
Well, of course, no one watched it. No one watches anything.
People watch something.
I'm just telling you that no one watches anything. No one's watching this right now.
Well, no one is watching this because we're recording it right now. So how can they watch it if we're just recording it? That makes no sense.
What I'm saying is the one person that is hearing this, watching this, or whatever.
Yeah.
They are no one. They are...
Like Arya Stark?
Yeah. They're like... they are followers of the many-faced god. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay.
That is actually what I've been saying this whole time. When I say no one watches, I mean only followers of the many-faced god are the ones that watch. So there's that.
Yeah. I do know one person who does watch.
Mm-hmm.
But they no longer talk to me, so... Yeah. There's that.
Either way, I guess.
Eh.
I did fix the white balance.
It looks better.
Do you think it looks better?
I think we look better.
I think...
I don't know. I always look pale.
I read up a little more on the white balancing.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it against these, because I got these studio lighting in here.
And it looked so much better.
And so it looked 1,000% better from when I didn't have them.
Yeah.
But it was still kind of bluish.
But I liked when it looked bluey.
Well, yeah.
Because then we looked like we were in that music video.
Which one?
I'm blue. Da, 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 da,
I would beat off a guy. I would beat
That's
off
not the
a
words.
guy. That's totally what the words are.
No.
Yes, that's what the words are.
No. And plus, we can't even do that because we'll get copyright claimed now.
I've been singing it wrong this entire time then.
I think you have.
That's how I sang it at our wedding when they played it.
Oh, that's right. They did play it at our wedding.
Blue, I would beat off a guy. I would beat off a guy. I would beat off a guy.
That's how you get copyright claimed now.
By telling them that I'd beat off a guy?
I guess.
You know, if telling YouTube that I'd beat off a guy gets me copyright claims, so be it. There's some hills that you have to die on, and that's one of them that I'm willing to die on. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you.
Sorry for I'm gonna have to.
You can watch this shit on youtube.com/the Prolonged Engagement Show.
Past the intro.
And you can watch you can also go to our website at theprolongedengagement.com. And we're on like a bunch of podcast services as well. Yeah. Like
all of them.
Like not all of them. There's actually did you know that Spotify does podcasts now?
No. Since when?
Since a long time.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they've been doing it for like well over a year now.
That's gonna
but I think that you have to be like, I don't know. Maybe I could look into it. Yeah. Fuck it. You know what?
That's gonna get us demonetized.
What do you mean?
You can't curse anymore.
We don't monetize it. How can I get demonetized if I don't monetize it?
It makes it like non-ad friendly now if you curse.
Fuck you, YouTube, and your bullshit ad shit.
Just put the deleted screen up right here.
I'm serious.
For the rest of the like 40 minutes.
I've put up. I've listened to so many YouTubers where they were like, "Oh yeah, we were getting tons of ad revenue and all this crap," and then all of a sudden they're just
gone.
You know, they're just all their ad revenue just dries up.
Yeah, it's gone.
And you know, like the biggest one that I listen to, they do Patreon. And that's where most of their money comes from. Yeah, is on Patreon because that's a steady cash flow. They don't have to rely on views, clicks, and whatnot. Yeah. And it's also you know, it's guaranteed. And yeah, they had like this this video where anytime that they talked about MoviePass. In any other videos,
demonetized.
Any other podcasts, it immediately got demonetized. Didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter if they were talking good about it, talking bad about it. As any time that they said MoviePass, it got demonetized. So
this isn't even what the show's about.
So
y'all.
I'm sorry. They were just sitting there like, well, fuck that. You know, well, fine. We're not going to talk about MoviePass anymore because it's like
demonetized.
It's demonetizing all of our fucking videos. So. I guess they're on AMC stubs now. So anyway, since movie
demonetized,
AMC stubs demonetized. But yeah, we've been like there was a couple trips that we went on, and then
because I wasn't honestly still at my best. Even after the last video that we posted, I was better, but I wasn't at my best yet. And now I am. I'm much better. Mm-hmm. You're better.
What am I better about?
Do you really need me to say it on camera?
No.
You're okay.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Still don't know what you're talking about.
You do. You do.
Anyway.
And then
I had like a whole weekend where I was like out for the count one time, and then there was we've had like a couple weekends where
you were out for the count.
We took a couple trips.
We took multiple trips.
So. Yeah, like I'm saying, like trying to do this over the last few months has been
been difficult.
Yeah.
So, but we're back.
Anytime that we got to the point where we're like, hey, we can do it, it's like something came out. It was like, oh crap, we can't do it.
We can't do it.
So it's like the day that we were doing it was really shitty. Mm-hmm. So we need to find a new day, and then we need to like put that in a calendar somewhere and be like, this is the day.
This is our time
and then
for
nobody
filming,
else can.
And you can't bother us.
Yeah.
I think I know what day to do that.
Okay.
So, I know. I got this.
Yeah, and then so I'll see if my day was the same as your day, and then that will just that'll just tell us that we're meant for each other even more. Yeah. When we get the same day.
Exactly. What?
That's what I'm fully. What
happens if it's not the same?
It's gonna be. That's just how it is.
You want to say it right here?
No, I don't.
It's because you don't want them to know.
Yeah, I don't want to tell. See, like, if maybe if we had like 10,000, I would tell them everything.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
500.
I'd tell them everything.
If we had 500, I'd be more open.
I'd tell him like, I don't know what I would tell him. See, because other than that, like my life's pretty boring.
Our life is, we go, we dance.
Oh my God,
we have a dog.
My company was bought too in the middle of all this too.
Yeah.
Like the company that I work for, my regular 9-to-5 job. It was, and I'm like, holy crap. So it's just like...
Your hand is now taken. You cannot move.
So
you are demanded there.
But we did kind of want to talk about our latest trip that we went on.
Last weekend.
Yeah, it was last weekend. So,
we could also talk about the trip we just came back from.
Well, it wasn't really a trip.
It was a little staycay.
Yeah, we just stayed at Wilderness Lodge at Disney.
Yeah. It was nice.
We ate at Geyser Point, which fucking sucks. Don't go there.
If you do, just go get drunk. Do not get food.
Their drinks weren't even good.
Really?
No.
Oh. I just had a soda, so.
Well, I did too, but like.
Oh.
Daddy got a Manhattan, and then the last time we were there, I got a drink, and it wasn't that good either.
Yeah.
So.
This
was the first time that we ate there.
True.
And the food wasn't really that good. It was just like regular. It was like regular, just run of the mill Disney food at
fish and chips were
at regular
decent.
old Disney prices.
But fish and chips were pretty decent. I will give them that.
It was much different than our lunch,
which was at Ale and Compass.
Yeah.
Go there.
That's at the Yacht Club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go there. They have really, really good lobster rolls. That's what I had.
And
their fish and chips are incredible.
And it was a value.
Yeah.
Like their fish and chips was what, $14 or something like that?
Yeah.
It was $14 and it was two like
honking
massive pieces of
fish.
Like
you got two, I would say like an entire fish on your plate basically.
It was two massive pieces of fish and
that tasted really good.
And it was like white and flaky and beautiful looking. And I don't like fish, but
no, you don't.
I can appreciate the way that fish is supposed to look.
And
they
had some of the best sides. Yeah. They had salt and vinegar chips.
Well, the fish and chips came with salt and vinegar fries, which I actually like. See, I don't like salt and vinegar chips.
That is blasphemy. Please leave.
Like the Lay's salt and vinegar.
That is the best chip flavor. Please leave.
I don't care for those.
There are only two good chip flavors: salt and vinegar, sour cream and cheese.
It's sour cream and cheddar. Thank you very much. And guess what?
What?
The sour cream and cheddar Ruffles way better than sour cream and cheddar Lay's.
I don't care.
And I would even say that those go well. Since the sour cream and cheddar ones are better than the sour cream and cheddar Lay's are better than the salt and vinegar Lay's, then therefore Ruffles better Lay's. There we go. That's what I'm going with. See, Ruffles have ridges, and therefore there is more flavor. More.
But either way, Ale and Compass is actually really, really good. Like their drinks were on point. Their food was really good. We started with their Parker.
I just had a regular cheeseburger, which was on a Parker roll.
Yeah, and we started with the Parker rolls too. Oh.
Yeah, the Parker rolls came with like
butter, orange,
and then like
and salt butter.
And then Vermont cheddar.
Pub cheese.
Yeah. And then
spread and bacon jam.
Yeah. I didn't do the bacon jam because that always comes with onions, so that was going to fuck
I know. I still tried it, even though it fucked me up. It was good. It was really, really good.
But I ate that cheese spread from straight out of the thing. It was so good.
From the little pot.
God, it was so good. And I did that. But yeah, Geyser Point not so good.
Not so much. But then this morning we got up and went to Whispering Canyon Cafe. Yeah. Why was I going to say creek? And we got their Mother's Day brunch, which they're one of only like 3 or 5 restaurants on Disney property that does a Mother's Day brunch.
Yeah, something like that. It's really good.
And it was super good. I thought their breakfast was actually better than their dinner.
How dare you? Whispering Canyon Cafe is like that's in my top 5 of Disney restaurants.
Yes.
For their dinner service.
Really?
Yeah.
But
it's stupid good, and
their breakfast
and it's also,
was still stupid good.
Well, yeah, yes. The thing that I like about it is that it's still kind of
what?
It's still kind of reasonable. It's still breakfast, but they don't. But they give you like all sorts of shit. They give you like
eggs,
chicken,
bacon, sausage,
waffles,
potatoes, brisket, chicken, asparagus with hollandaise sauce,
and then
waffles, cheddar biscuits with sausage gravy, fruit, a pastry basket, and then I think it comes with drinks.
Yeah, and then you could just order. Yeah,
as
much
as
that if you want. If you want more eggs, order more eggs. If you want more bacon, more bacon.
Order
It's
bacon.
like it all comes to the table.
Get the sausage.
It works the same way as their dinner service, but their bacon was really good, though.
Their bacon was really good. Their sausage was perfection. Oh my god. Their eggs were really good.
Yeah, I like the eggs too.
Those waffles.
Yeah, the waffles. Are really
cannot
good.
copy that.
They're just the Mickey waffles that you get everywhere.
I like Mickey waffles though.
Yeah, but
and they're good.
They're good. Yeah, they're good.
I was mean and I sent a picture to someone who I know likes them a lot.
Well, that's what they get for not coming to Disney in like 2 years. It's just what they get. That's all I have to say about that one. But
I sent a picture because I was like, I know he has like almost an addiction, I would guess.
Yeah.
He has told me multiple times that there's only one shape that a waffle comes in.
And it's Mickey. The trip that we took last week was
was a little different.
Yeah, it was quite longer too.
By a couple days.
We went to San Francisco.
Yeah.
So we were there from
we spent the first night in Napa.
We were there for like half a week, for 5 days or something like that? And so...
but we spent the first night in Napa.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we flew into SFO, we went straight to Napa, and we spent the first night in Napa.
Yeah.
So, but we left here at 6:30 a.m. or something like that,
yes.
which ended up getting us to San Francisco at 9 a.m.
their time. West Coast time.
So 9 a.m. Pacific. And so that kind of let us, when you're doing that, you have to force yourselves to stay up in order to get on a new circadian. So
it's really hard,
it still
guys.
didn't really work all that well because I was still dead tired at 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because that was midnight, 1 o'clock for us. So.
But we'd be up early too.
Yeah. It was
which works if you're going to Disneyland or Universal, but San Francisco not so much.
Yeah. It's just yeah. Well, you gotta wake up early to go to theme parks and whatnot. But,
yeah.
You don't have to do much of that when you're just tooling around, and that's pretty much what we did.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did. So we did Napa Valley the first 2.5 days.
Yeah. Well,
we did.
Yeah,
we drove all the way
up to Napa.
We drove the complete Napa Valley.
Yes.
The whole fucking thing. It took. We were driving for an hour and a half or something like that. And
I think I fell asleep in the car.
It was an hour. It was an hour 15, hour and a half, something like that.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep in the car.
Yeah, we drove the entire Napa Valley. We saw all the vineyards.
It was really pretty. It was so pretty.
Very, very pretty. And it's just vineyards for forever.
Yeah. First day we went to Ford Coppola's, right?
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola's
winery.
Francis Ford Coppola, the director of Godfather, director of
Dracula.
Bram Stoker's
Dracula.
Also, what's the other one? The it's Paradise Lost or some shit.
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, but mostly known for the Godfather was the Godfather trilogy. That's his
what he's known for.
So, but he bought this vineyard, and it's Coppola is what the brand is,
And you can buy it in most stores.
Yeah, like we can get it at Lucky's here in
Claremont.
In Claremont. So it's not like, and we even picked up their signature director's cut.
Yeah.
We picked it up at Target in Orlando.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like you could pick it up anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's but that's in Sonoma Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove so we were in Napa Valley. We drove over the mountain into the Sonoma Valley to Coppola.
Yeah.
And didn't try any of the wine there.
Nope.
Can't figure that one out.
Nope.
We had spirits instead because they had
they were spirits all based upon women.
Yeah, it was a cool concept, but they all sucked.
They failed.
The drinks really sucked, so we were like, "Oh man, we should
weren't any good.
Should have just done wine." Normally, I'm more into the the bourbons and the whatnot.
Yeah, normally spirits is what we drink.
Should have done the wine.
Yeah, we were in wine country. We should have known.
Should have done the wine.
We learned our lesson.
So yeah, whatever. But then went back to the hotel.
Yeah,
we did. They had tasting rooms at this hotel.
Yes, they do.
Things like that. There was one wine that you really liked.
Yes. Yep.
What was it called?
It was Rage Against the Machine by...
It wasn't Apothecary.
No.
It was Alchemist or...
No.
Anarchist?
Yes.
Anarchist, that's it. We actually ordered some. It's coming this week, right?
Yes.
But it was really good, that wine. So
and it didn't make me sick.
Yeah, it didn't give you migraines. So I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
It was very good. But
then
the next day we decided that there's a winery in Napa that their big thing is that they have a cave.
Yes.
That they store all their wine barrels in
and let it do its thing in the wine barrel.
So it's sitting in the barrel, for a period of time, and it sits in the barrel in this cave in Napa.
Yeah.
And it's called Dotto Vineyards, right? Dotto Vineyards.
Dotto. Yep.
And the caves were built in the 1880s or something right? Yeah.
They were hand picked out.
Yeah. They're not real. They're not
real caves.
They're not real caves. They were just picked out of the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
And by Chinese immigrants, that's how it was over in California in the 1800s.
Yeah.
They were just like, hey, Chinese immigrants, let's just
have them do this.
Pretty much make you the new slaves. Let's pay you so little and give you absolutely no rights. And that's how
we found out about all that, and we'll talk about it in a moment.
It was awful. Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a moment.
So, but it wasn't Del Dotto, wasn't the vineyard that actually.
No, they weren't around when it happened. It was someone else.
So they can wash their hands of all that business, I guess.
Yeah.
They bought it 20 years ago or something like that, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that, and so they started doing it there. They don't sell wholesale. They don't sell.
No, they do not sell commercially.
They don't sell commercially. They only sell out of that
location.
And they sell out every single year. Yeah. So I'm just sitting there whoa. I was like, fuck. And I'm not talking this is not a $12 bottle of wine that they're selling out of every year.
No.
These are their cheapest bottle was $55.
Yeah.
That was their cheapest wine.
That's what they called their table wine.
Their table wine was $55.
Motherfucker.
And the most expensive wine I saw on that list was $210.
Really?
Yeah. We did not buy that one. But,
no, we did not.
I did buy the most expensive bottle of wine I've ever purchased there. 80 was my top.
Yeah.
And now this is all your fault.
What?
It's all your fault.
How is this my fault?
And so I had to buy a $175.
How is this my fault?
Bottle. It's your fault.
How?
I'm saying it's your fault.
Oh, so you're gonna blame me?
I'm just saying that you were like, hey, wouldn't this be nice if we had this for our, our second wedding anniversary? And I'm like, it would be nice. And then you're like, yeah, it'd be very nice. And then so I was forced into buying it.
Oh, he's totally blaming me for something I had nothing to do with.
That's my story.
Nothing to do with.
Yeah. I did buy the $55 table wine, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like our basic.
Yeah, I'll drink that on a not special occasion.
Yeah.
And then it's going to have to be super special to open up that. I'm telling you, I don't even know if I want to open that bottle of wine. I spent so much money on it. I just kind of want to keep it there and say that I bought a really expensive bottle of wine. Be like, oh, I could be like the new Pooh Bear meme that I keep on seeing.
No.
Like, have you seen those?
I have.
There was like, I bought a 55, and then I'd be like, I bought a 175. I'm going to drink that sucker. It's so good.
It really is.
It was so good. Oh, it's, Napa is the,
and what I found very interesting
Kings
is...
of Cabernet.
Yeah. What I found very interesting is with Napa wine, seems to be the only thing that doesn't activate my migraines.
Well, at least this didn't.
This didn't.
All of this place, they took you into the caves, and then they all gave us, like, wine glasses.
Yeah.
And then he stuck, like, this, like, weird...
device.
Like Viking horn into it. Not a real... it was glass. And
it was glass, but he could get wine out of the barrel with this device.
Yeah, straight out the barrel.
And then put it in the glass, and then we tried it. And I think we did this...
Normally when they give you, like, little sips, they give you, like, a tiny little taste. No, this was, like, at the end of it, we ended up having, like...
2 to 3 glasses.
It was, like, 3 glasses of wine.
Yeah. And what was really nice is that at the end is they give you food.
Yeah. Awesome.
And it was really good.
And it was... so they give you, like, a charcuterie plate.
Yep, charcuterie plate. For you to try the wine with food and like play with that whole feature of it. And then they gave us pizza and let us try it that way some more. And then they did the ultimate thing. They let us try it with chocolate.
Yeah.
And now I fully understand red wine and chocolate.
It was so good.
Oh my God.
But they had like cheese, like they had Parmesan from Parma.
Yeah.
And then it was a thing.
Like all the meat and cheeses were Italian.
It was a thing. It was awesome.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And then we went the next day.
Yeah. And then we
drove back to San Francisco that afternoon.
And then the following day was the food tour, right?
Yeah.
That we did?
Went on the food tour?
Yeah, we went on a Chinatown and Little Italy food tour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're getting that right.
Okay. So the first thing that they had us try...
is called Dragon's Beard Candy.
Yes. And he said that this was only like one of the
There's only 3 locations in the States that make this candy.
And like one's San Francisco, one's New York, and then what did you say the other one was? Like
I know it's in the Midwest, and that's all I can remember.
He said like it was like weird, like Montana or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm crazy.
Or Oregon?
Maybe it was,
or Utah?
I don't know.
It was something like that.
It didn't sound right.
Yeah, it was like, wait, what? Why there? And I guess there's a large population of Chinese immigrants there.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
It was something like that.
I had no clue where it was. Anyway.
And what Dragon's Beard Candy is they take a hockey puck of molasses and stretch it out by hand to create these like...
He said like it's a hard hockey puck.
Yeah.
And then they cover it
in cornstarch and powdered sugar. No, cornstarch.
Just the cornstarch.
Yeah.
And then that's how they are able to pull it.
Yeah.
I guess the cornstarch, like when it touches the... He said that the mixture...
It dealt with his hands. It was the heat of the hands. I remember that.
It was the mixture of the heat of his hands and the cornstarch that made it stretch,
yes.
right?
Yeah. And he just kept stretching it until it looked like hair.
It did. It looked like frickin' hair. It was so thin. And then he covered it in powdered sugar, right?
No.
No?
No.
I thought there was powdered sugar involved.
I thought there was too. I think it's on the inside.
No, I think that the cornstarch is... Maybe the cornstarch is mixed with powdered
That's
sugar?
what I'm thinking.
That's what you said, and that's what I'm thinking it is.
That would make sense.
Okay, it was something like that.
Yeah.
And then on the inside, it was like...
It was a mixture of sesame seeds, peanuts, and coconut.
It was really good.
It was really, really good.
It was really good. But they said like
it wasn't
only...
super sweet either.
Yeah. It wasn't like, it wasn't an American candy. It was,
No.
He was like, he's like, this is a Japanese sweet. It's not that...
I thought it was Chinese.
Oh,
Or
shit.
Japanese.
That's what I meant to say. It's a Chinese sweet.
Okay.
We were in Chinatown, yes. Yeah. We were in Chinatown,
Mm-hmm.
Chinese sweet.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's not really all that, like, sweet.
Sweet.
Like we're used to here.
Yeah.
So...
We totally forgot to talk about Momofuku.
Marufuku.
Oh well,
It was a
we'll finish
ramen
after the
joint.
tour.
We did that like
The night
well,
we
we
got
did
back.
that the night before.
Yeah,
Night
that's why I
before
was
this.
like, I'm like, we forgot.
Whatever. We'll
Right.
get through this.
We'll
stuff.
get back to it.
And then he said like only like take small bites of it was only like
It was tiny. It was probably about
yeah.
I want to say like this big
Mm-hmm.
and this thick,
Yeah.
like that thick.
It was like the size of a mochi, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. If you've had a Japanese mochi, it was like that size.
Yeah. The problem though is due to the cornstarch mixture, you will choke yourself.
He said between the cornstarch and the powdered sugar, if you like stick it all in your mouth, it will choke you.
Because it just dries your entire mouth out.
Mm-hmm.
And so you will choke.
So we had to take like
And so we had to
tiny
take very
little bites of
small
this.
bites of this stuff. And it wasn't clean either to eat. For the first thing to try on a tour.
Yeah, because this dragon hair is like wrapped around this stuff. So then when you bite into it, the hair just flies everywhere.
Yeah, the hair
It's
flies.
like having
and
like having a white cat that you bit into.
And
You know?
no,
No?
I am not okay with that at fucking all.
What if you bite into its fluffy tail?
No, Kyle. I'm not okay with that.
Fine. Okay. It was as if you held said white fluffy kitty, and then it got tired of you and ran away.
Yes.
And then you're covered in its hair, and then you just kind of, like pat it off, and it flies.
Yes.
Everywhere. It was like that.
Yes.
Fine, I won't eat the cat.
You don't eat cats or dogs. You're mean.
Well, you don't. You don't know what I do at night.
You sleep and snore because you wake my ass up due to your snoring.
Well, fine.
I will spill tea.
I see how it is.
I will spill some tea.
Either way, the hair gets everywhere.
Yeah, it does. And you get the cornstarch and powdered sugar all over your clothing.
Yeah, it comes off really easily, though.
Oh, yeah. It's not like fair powdered sugar where it sticks to you for hours and days and years. And your clothes are ruined because of it.
It's not like a funnel cake. And then the next thing that they did, they took us to like this little hole in the wall dim sum place, right?
Mhm.
It was like down like this alleyway, and he's like, there's like professional mahjong players that are like back in there, and they're like,
and you can hear them playing.
Yeah. And we went into this. It's like this tiny little place. It was like the first one ever.
First one in the U.S.
And so good.
Yeah, we had soup dumplings, veggie dumplings, and pork chashu buns.
Yeah. The bao buns.
The bao buns.
Oh, those were the best. Those were so good. There was this. So they had like.
It's like big fluffy clouds filled with pork.
Yeah. The buns were definitely my favorite.
By far.
It was just...
Oh, and tea.
Oh, yeah, it was...
tea was
what
nice.
was the tea?
It was a jasmine tea.
It was a jasmine tea?
Yeah.
I liked it. I had to let it cool for a while, but I liked it. I liked the boba tea that he took us to as well, which was really good.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I can't get him to drink tea ever. So.
I like iced tea.
I know you like iced tea.
But yeah, I don't like the that orange tea at
7 Bites.
At 7 Bites, I don't like that.
I love it.
It's like an orange blossom tea, so it
so
tastes
good.
flowery. I don't like that shit. But the jasmine tea was really good.
That's also very floral.
Mm-hmm. I know, but it was good here.
I know.
Not good at 7 Bites.
I know. And then
the bao buns were like awesome.
Were incredible. My least favorite was actually the vegetable dumplings.
I didn't really care.
They were
well. I mean, I ate them.
They weren't bad.
Let me
say that they were not bad. They just weren't my favorite.
Yeah. I liked the little soup dumplings.
I love the soup dumplings. That
was the first time that you've had soup dumplings, so you were very happy about that. And this was the first time that we had that type of bao. Normally it's like the little pockets.
Yeah.
Normally it's like these kind of like a taco looking type of deal.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay.
Yeah. This was pork inside of a closed bun.
Yeah.
It was really interesting.
Yeah.
It's all steamed and it's really, really good.
And it's soft and pillowy and so good.
Yeah. And then the next thing was the boba tea, right?
Yep.
Boba tea was really good.
Yep. It was really nice.
Yeah. I even liked the
bobas were so nice.
Yeah, the bobas were really good on the inside. And I was sitting there like, oh man, this is great. Like normally the texture is too much. But these were formed really, really well.
Mm-hmm. And they weren't too hard.
Yeah. They were like nice and gooey.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
It was more like a jelly.
Because a gummy. I don't do boba tea.
It was like a gummy bear almost.
Yeah.
In texture.
But it wasn't chewy like a gummy bear.
No.
It was once you like nicked the outside of it, it just kind of floated away in your mouth.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Like a true boba should.
Mm-hmm.
And I even said to him, I was like, "Oh, I'm so used to boba being like hard," and he's like, "They did it wrong then."
Mm-hmm. And then
we should give him a shout out because he was really good.
After that was what? Was it did we go to the pizza after that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything else.
I think it was pizza.
There's nothing else Chinese, right?
No.
After that. So the next thing was we moved into Little Italy, which kind of backs up onto Chinatown. And
we walked a pretty good way.
Yeah.
But like at the same time.
Yeah. It was like really close. Closer than we would have thought. And then so we ate pizza at Francis Ford Coppola's restaurant.
Yep. Without knowing it.
Zoetrope?
Zoetrope, yep.
Yeah. The pizza was like really good. Really good.
And then we had cannolis.
And then we walked over to another place and had cannolis, which were really, really good.
You're hearing your brother, aren't you?
So, but that was and then he ended it by, he's like, I'm going to take you up and I'm
show you the best view of San Francisco.
Yeah. And it was just like this random parking garage in the middle of Chinatown. And we went up, and at the top of it, you could see like all of San Francisco. You could see downtown. You could see
North Beach.
You could see Coit Tower. You could see Alcatraz. You could see everything. And so I thought that was like, oh, that's fucking... Well, we couldn't see the
Golden Gate.
Couldn't see the Golden Gate because there's a hill.
Yep. That blocks it.
That we would have had to go. Yeah, we couldn't see it behind the hill, but I digress.
Ree says we're in here.
And so then, I guess we'll talk about Marufuku, right?
Yeah.
So one of the podcasts that I listen to every week, the guys are out of San Francisco, and one of the guys on there was talking about this ramen joint called Marufuku Ramen. Yeah. And he says that he goes there like all the time. Like he likes to go there like once a week. And so I was like, because you've been bitching at me about eating ramen, and there's no ramen spots here.
No.
And I was like,
there's no good ramen spots here.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, if we're gonna go and we're gonna get real Japanese ramen, we might as well go, to a place where I know that there's a good Japanese culture there, and I know that it's going to be good.
Yep.
So we went to there's this place called like Japantown Center Mall or something like that, and it's like the actual
It's in Japantown.
Yeah, it's in Japantown, which isn't really we were told that it wasn't really a thing anymore. It's really kind
only
of
come
just
back
like,
recently.
Yeah. And so it's not like it's not a historic Japantown like Chinatown was.
Yeah.
Like Chinatown and Little Italy are the actual
historic.
They're the actual places that the Chinese and the Italian immigrants came to when they were. Those were the designated spots for these people when they came off the boat. It was really quite awful how they were treated.
More stuff we learned on the food tour.
Yeah.
It was a history and food tour. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was really...
What was it called? Wild...
I don't remember.
Oh, no. I want to give them a shout-out because they were so good. I remember our tour guide's name was Fisher.
Yeah.
And he was incredible. He was super nice.
It was like Wild Excursions or something like that.
Wild San Francisco?
Wild San Francisco, maybe. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had Fisher. He was awesome. But it was like... I guess like San Francisco had these like different parts of the city, and they were like, oh, well, the Chinese they live here.
They go there,
and the Italians they go there, and they now it happened kind of, it like happened organically pretty much.
Yeah,
like how they were created, but then the fucking
government
Americans made sure that the immigrants were sectioned off to these areas. They were like, oh no, if you want to own
a home or a
business,
you go here.
You have to be in those areas. So then a lot of these places were deemed like undesirable, and they were like torn down.
Yeah.
So like Japantown and whatnot. But the Chinese and the Italian immigrants, they kind of stayed in those areas, and so that's why those areas are still there. But now it's gotten more to now it's gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's like very Chinese in Chinatown, it's not a thing like only Chinese are there anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's like the
population is changing.
Yeah. Now there's Chinese everywhere in San Francisco because they're not secluded to this area, and they don't feel like they have to be. So it's actually like better.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah. So he said like some people see it as like sad that it's becoming less Chinese.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a good thing because the city's becoming more accepting of others.
Yeah. He said the same thing with the huge gay district that was in San Francisco. They were kind of, it was a safe haven for...
it was a couple of neighborhoods that were safe.
Yeah, it was like a safe haven for them, and now it's become where it's...
everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. And nobody thinks any different of it.
No.
And so it's become... as the city has become its more, liberal bastion, place. So, but...
that didn't used to be.
Japantown Center Mall...
Yeah.
is like a complete Japan, like, I don't know, they have tea shops, they've got bookstores, they've got arcades that are only stuff from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
We played a Nintendo arcade machine that was completely in Japanese. And we had no idea how to play it.
We didn't know. And it was really fun.
Benihana's in there, which I don't fucking agree with because I don't think it's like really Japanese. I think it's an Americanization of Japanese culture.
True.
So that part of it was like, oh, well, there's all these Japanese doing these having these actual Japanese businesses,
beauty shops and toy shops, and
then there's Benihana. So whatever. But Marufuku is in there.
Yeah.
And, oh my Jesus, is this place good?
For someone who doesn't eat ramen, you ate the hell out of it.
It was really good. I ended up getting the extra noodles. We got the little pork buns that came before the meal.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. It was a really fun date.
I would definitely go there.
Oh,
it was really, really good.
Oh, yeah. I'd go again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, the next time that we go to San Francisco, we're going to
Yes.
We're going. It was really good.
And then...
kind of the really the last thing that we did was because Sunday was kind of fucked on that. So
Sunday was fun. Sunday was interesting.
It was interesting, but it was fucked.
Because unfortunately, something happened with our tickets, and we were supposed to leave at 7 a.m. on Sunday. We were
supposed to leave like 10 a.m., and we ended up leaving at 10 p.m. It was awful.
And so I will never do that again.
Yeah. So we didn't have anything planned for Sunday because we were going to be gone. So we just kind of tooled around. We went to the museum, the Science Museum, right?
Yep.
Academy of Sciences.
Yeah.
We went to Gordo's, which is another restaurant that I heard from the podcast. It was really good.
Yeah.
But on
Saturday was the day that we had like fully planned out, kind of.
We went down to San Jose.
Mm-hmm. Kyle got to look at Apple from a distance.
I did. I got to drive by Apple Park.
Twice.
So I got to drive by it twice because I had to go and then turn back and get back on the interstate. So I was very happy to see that. Oh, I also saw One Infinite Loop, which was Apple's old campus, which is right down the street from their new campus, Apple Park. So I got to see both of them. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. You're such an Apple fanboy.
I am. Yes. And then the reason that we went down to San Jose was because we went to the Winchester Mystery House.
So to tell anyone who doesn't know what it is, the Winchester Mystery House was owned by Sarah Winchester, the widow to William Winchester, who owned Winchester rifles.
Yeah. He was the heir to the Winchester rifle fortune. And then so when William died, that fortune went to Sarah.
Yeah. So, and Sarah and her grief, because she lost her only child.
Like really young. Like
stillbirth.
No, they said that it was like, it only lived a month.
Yeah,
or something like that. It was like awful.
It was horrific.
It was like born with like this. It was something with its GI tract. Like it couldn't.
Yes, it couldn't absorb protein, so it just starved away.
Yeah, so they literally saw their baby starve to death.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god.
And
then her husband died like
very soon after,
like 6 months later or something like that. It was like really quick.
Yeah, and so she, by story alone, and I'm going to say that by story alone.
Mm-hmm.
She went to go see a medium because at the time period, spiritualism was very big. So the medium informed Sarah Winchester that she needed to leave her home in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, move out west, and build a home and never stop building.
So she was told to move as far west as she could, which landed her in San Jose. That's about as far west as you can get.
Without going into the ocean.
And then so she built on this house from the 1880s to the 1920s.
I think it was 1886, maybe.
To like 24
to
or something like
22, because she died in 1922.
Yeah, so it
was still her dying day.
Over 30 years.
I think it was like 36 years that she built on this home and never finished it.
It was continually built upon.
Yeah.
Every single day for as long as she lived there, because that's what she believed, and she was into this spiritualism stuff, and she believed that.
So, by rumor alone, I'm saying that by rumor alone, she was into spiritualism. She by rumor alone, she was into spiritualism.
Well, no, they straight up say that there's a seance room there.
Yes.
That's not like a...
No, that's it. No.
This could be the seance room. They were like, no, this is the seance room. She performed seances in it.
Yeah.
She was like, she'd go into that room at midnight, and she'd leave that room at 2 every single night, and she would perform seances.
Yeah.
So that's not a thing.
Oh, true.
What they told us is that they were like, they can neither confirm nor deny that it's haunted. They can neither confirm nor deny that
it is haunted.
Just putting that out there. They can neither confirm nor deny. Okay? Hope you guys get it, right? So
that's what we're going to say on the matter with that part.
So the this house, it was like...
It is 160 rooms, 6 acres of house.
Yeah. It sits on a footprint of 6 acres.
Yeah.
It's 3 stories high. It used to be 7 before the 1906 earthquake.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. This thing just sprawls.
And
there's
gorgeous.
there's no blueprint because they just had to keep building.
Yeah. There was never like an architect, I guess. Or she was the architect. And so there was never a blueprint. We're not sure.
When you move from room to room, you go up, then you go down, then you go back up twice, and then you go down again. It's
and you're still on the same floor.
And like you're still on the same floor, even though you've gone up and down and up and down. and then like there's like a whole wing of the house that's like 3 feet taller than the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there was no like rhyme or reason to the way that it was built.
Yeah. There are
because it just kept on building on and on and on.
There are stairs that go to nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Doors that lead down a 3-story drop.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's a
window that goes straight into the kitchen.
Yeah. Like if you open the window and you walk through it, you just drop straight into the kitchen, into the sink. There's a door that literally leads to nowhere. It's like it's a door, and then you open it, and it just opens to the side of the house.
Yeah.
It's just like there's windows that peek into other parts of the. Like there's a room here, and there's a window, and so you see into the next room over.
Yeah.
There's like. She spent like some astronomical amount of money on this one.
On this beautiful window.
They said that she spent $1,500 back in the 1880s.
Yeah.
Which they said was going to be like...
4,000?
Oh, no. It was
like... More?
No, it was like 14,000.
14,000. That was it.
It was like 14 or 15,000 now.
Yeah.
How much it was. And so that window actually... Just the other side of it is an attic.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. It was supposed to like capture the sunlight
and create these beautiful rainbows.
Yeah, and we actually saw what they did to it
to make it work.
Yeah, because we did like 2 tours.
Yep, we did the normal tour and then we did the even more tour.
Yeah, the even more tour. They took us into that area, and so they strung up Christmas lights on the other side of the windows, so it would gleam. It would gleam. And
it would look like it was outside.
Look like it was outside, but
it's not.
It was definitely not outside. So,
and then,
what?
And then we, with the even more tour, we even got to go into the basement and see parts of the house that weren't built yet.
Yeah.
Or weren't finished.
So, it was. So they were working on the front part of the house, right?
Yes.
They were working on the front part of the house, and they had like just finished a room or something, right? There was like a room that was a bedroom that was just finished.
She went to go sleep in it for the night when the 1906 earthquake hit.
Yeah, so she's in this room, and was that the fireplace that collapsed?
Yes.
Right, so the fireplace collapsed. This is on the second story, right?
Yep, so it fell straight down.
So it like collapsed all the way down to the ground. And
she was trapped in the room.
Yeah, she was trapped in there. They didn't find her for hours.
Yeah.
And then they had to pry her out because the door frame was
it warped due to the earthquake.
Yeah, it warped, and so like she couldn't get out of there. The servants had to like pry her out of there, and the pry marks are still on the fucking door.
Yeah.
Like from 1906. Mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and the room is still in ruin.
Yeah, because when she was in that when she was in the earthquake, she took it as an omen, right?
Yeah, she took it as an omen from the spirits, which I never explained that part. Mm-hmm. The reason that she had to move was because of the Winchester rifle and how many people it had killed. And the medium had told her that if she ever stopped building this house, the victims of the Winchester rifle would come after her.
Yeah. So that's what she did the seances for, to figure out what these spirits wanted and to try and appease them and things like that. And so so it's been said that she kind of did this to kind of make a home for all of these victims.
Possibly.
And so there's a lot of people that believe that a lot of those victims actually are haunting the house. So now the people who run it can neither confirm nor deny that it's haunted. But I digress.
Yes.
So she took it as
an omen from the spirits that she was done with the front and to move on.
Yeah.
So after the 1906 earthquake, she stopped building in the front of the house. But you can tell all the love and care she put in.
Yeah. And like she didn't even touch the front of the house after that, right?
No, she boarded it up.
She like
and never went in there again.
She was like, "Nope, fuck it." And it's so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
The woodwork and
they basically took down what they couldn't keep up that was too damaged. Mm-hmm. Took down what they could and moved on.
Yeah. And it was just like, and so when they took us through that even more, it was just like they just took us through areas that are completely unfinished.
Yeah.
They're just like and seeing things that are completely unfinished from 1906. It's just like,
it's incredible.
Fuck, that's incredible.
Yeah.
But they took us down into the basement, which was fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
They had there was a boiler down there.
There's a boiler down there from the time period.
Uh-huh.
And they explained to us how that worked and how, I guess, ash is a really good fertilizer, so they saved all the ash from everything they burned.
Mm-hmm.
And
the ash repository is still there, and it still has all of the ash from the day that she died.
Yeah.
The house was when she died, the house was just left.
It just stopped.
They just left.
Yeah.
Now somebody bought it, and then they continued to keep it up. Mm-hmm.
They continued to do renovations and to fix it, but they do not build.
Yeah, they don't.
They
build.
Leave it as she did.
Yeah, they've not renovated, but
they just fix things.
Yeah. What's the word for keep it
nice?
Remaster.
I guess.
Something like that. What's it called?
I don't know.
I don't remember anyway. They were doing that to a dining room or something when we were there?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were making it pretty again.
Mm-hmm. They were making it nice again. But fucking cool, this place.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Fucking cool.
And to find out how she treated her people during the 1800s, early 1900s, was incredible.
Yeah. She said the what was it? The minimum wage was $1 to $1.50 a day or something like that.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a single servant on the premises that made less than $5 per day.
Yeah.
And then
$5 was her lowest.
Yeah.
And then I think it only went up from there.
Yeah. So and then the highest one was $25 per day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the hardest jobs, being outside.
Right.
Gardening.
Mm-hmm.
I was mind blown.
Right. But this woman, she was given $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
For her entire life.
Yeah.
So.
And you could tell how much she honestly cared for her servants. Mm-hmm. She gave them hot running taps in the laundry room.
Yeah.
And
yeah, there was a hot water heater and hot water running taps in the laundry room
in the
1800s,
which is unheard of. She truly cared about her staff.
It was ladies, single ladies were allowed to live in the house, right? In servants' quarters on the third floor, right? And the servants' area was like really nice too. Like they had a whole parlor in there and everything.
Yeah, they had a nice parlor and a balcony.
And married servants
had their own home.
Had their own home, like
on the premises.
A full-on house.
Yeah.
That was on her property.
Yeah.
And then the men, the single men, they kind of lived in a they didn't each have their own house, but they had like another like big type of building that they
they had their own
like a barrack type thing.
Yeah. For the men.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, that's really nice.
And Sarah Winchester though only had 2 visitors.
Yeah, there's only like 2 people that actually lived in the house with her at any point.
Yeah.
While she was there. She had no visitors the entire time.
And I think they were like her niece and...
Yeah, it was like 2 nieces or something like that. Yeah. It was 2 women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
She had this big sprawling house, all this beautiful rooms and linens and all this stuff, pretty much for her.
Yeah.
I was like, you get it, girl.
Oh, yeah. And the house is honestly so pretty. If you've ever seen the movie Winchester, they do film outside and on the roof. Mm-hmm. But that's it.
Winchester is like a 2017, 2018 movie with Helen Mirren.
Yeah. It's a very good movie. It just doesn't do the house justice.
Yeah. They also didn't film it inside the house, so it doesn't quite capture what the inside of the house looks like, or how it feels, or how you have to walk up to walk down, or down to walk down to walk up, things like that. It's super cool.
It's a beautiful house. I say everyone should go, honestly.
Yeah, and it wasn't that expensive to get in, right?
No.
It was like $30, like 25, something like that.
Not even.
Not even?
No.
It was like 20?
I think a little bit less than that.
I don't know. I think it was around like 35. I thought. I don't remember.
Mm-mm. Are you talking about for each of us? Are you talking about for each of us?
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I have no clue how much it was. I was like You were the one that did this shit.
I know, but I didn't pay attention to... Or I did pay attention. When... Like, I just didn't pay attention to... I did pay attention to it then. I just don't remember, like, off the top of my head how much it was.
And,
that's what I'm doing.
And then see how much...
Oh, and they do call the house beautiful but bizarre.
Yeah.
And it truly is.
It's bizarre, all right.
I can do it.
You actually got a shirt that said that, right?
Yes, because I love it.
Okay. The daily stage. Oh, it says 20 to 49. So I guess it's 20 to 49 meaning. So was it?
Oh, they put it bundling them together now.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what we did. We did two. We did two of them. Yeah. We did the regular house tour, and then we did the
Even More tour,
which was it was really good. They said that by the end of it, like between the 2 tours, we ended up walking 2 miles.
Yeah.
Inside the house.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Yeah, and what's I find even more interesting is Sarah Winchester, near the end of her life, had crippling arthritis.
Yeah. So they ended up having to put in these things called easy risers to get from floor to floor.
I love them.
So they're like tiny little steps. And it's like, there's like 4 steps for every like real step. Mm-hmm. And so they had to like wind back and forth inside the house.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
It's so cool. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And like we went into the house the way that Sarah Winchester would if she like left and came back.
Yeah.
We like went in through the carriage room and like we went up the easy risers that she would have gone up into, and then gone into another room and then another room and then another room, into the bathroom, into the major bed, like into the master bedroom.
Yeah.
And then into the seance room. So it was like it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was really, really fucking cool. I would if you're going over there,
I want to go back. You
have to fucking do it.
I would go back.
I'd go back and do that tour again. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And we had Jamie as our tour guide.
As our house tour.
Fuck, she was awesome.
She was so good. If you can get Jamie. And then we had Matt.
Yeah, I think it was Matt.
I want to say it was Matt. He was so nice.
He was our even more tour.
And he was so good too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they were both
so really
cool.
good.
And they like they answered like every question that you had. They were like really knowledgeable and everything.
They're both very passionate about the house.
Yeah, they both like, you could really like tell that they like really like loved the house.
Yeah.
Like they feel like a real connection to it.
Yeah.
And like they wanted to keep it like
nice and beautiful.
And then they said that the tour guides even like
the tour guides clean.
Like when they're like not actually doing the tours, they're tasked with cleaning. And so, like, they'll go and they'll do the windows and whatnot and, sweep around and things like that. And I thought that was really
Put little props up sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you catch the brie wheel that was Pac-Man?
The what? Brie wheel?
Mm-hmm. In the fridge.
In what?
So, in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
There was a fridge.
Uh-huh.
With, like, prop food.
Uh-huh.
And apparently someone had put a brie wheel and set it up to look like Pac-Man.
Okay.
And I was like, Pac-Man!
Did they put like little cheeses like in front of it?
Yeah.
To make it? Oh, okay. Because I was like, well, you could.
It was on the side.
I was like, you cut something out of brie, it's gonna look like Pac-Man, but it's not. You don't know that it's Pac-Man.
It was Pac-Man.
It could have just been a cut. Okay.
It was Pac-Man.
But if they had like little cheeses, little dots, then
I'm pretty sure they did. It was really cute. I was like, Pac-Man.
Fucking do it. It was awesome. But anyway. I think we've bored you enough for.
We also got In-N-Out that day. That was fun.
Yeah, In-N-Out's good.
I love In-N-Out.
But like I said, I think we've bored you enough.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching at this point anyway, so what
You've all logged off.
Yeah, no one gets to the end of the show. Even though I'm gonna say, hey, Winchester Mystery House, and we only talk about it the last 10 minutes. But anyway, I digress. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you whenever we fucking see you.
We'll try to see you guys next week. So, love you. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you want to subscribe, you should click over here. If you want to watch the latest episode of I Love You, I Know, click right here.
If you want to see our latest video, click right here. And if you want to see our latest Let's Play, click right here.
If you're listening on MP3,